Hello. God damn it. Every fucking time. Every time. Hold on. Wait. I had this, had my headphones plugged into the other computer while I was listening to. Oh! There we go. While I was listening to the last podcast, I had it plugged into my other computer, the Surface Pro. What's up, guys? YouTube guys, right there on the GoPro. I wore the tank top that I was talking about the last episode. So this is it. Look at those. Look at those guns. Not very good right now. I need to work out. Really, I need to get back into my gym. Getting a little soft right now, but what can you do? I'm not drinking a beer tonight. I am drinking this guy right here, Basil Hayden's Dark Rye. I found that the other day at the liquor store, and it seemed like a good idea. Seemed like a good idea. That's what I got in this glass right here. Look at it. It's dark. It's a dark rye. Exactly as advertised. So, what am I even going to talk about tonight? I may or may not save this show, to be honest. Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's going to go. I did not get anything on the TV tonight. God, I'm so bad at that lately. I will have something on there for 40 Mile Detour, though. I've already got the stuff, the JPEGs downloaded, so I will have something up there for 40 Mile Detour. I'm going to have Mark in here. He's going to sit across the table from me. Camera coming from this angle, so... What's been going on, guys? Obviously, the last episode was not my last episode. And I said that I was only going to do Mark's episode, maybe. But this is an episode in between. This is the Tuesday episode. Mark will be the Friday episode. So, there we go. I'm so excited, guys. Let me see if I can pull this up. I got a new microphone coming right now. I love this microphone. I have a black one that is the same as this mic right here, this guy. Mark and I will be talking back and forth on the black and white. But, you know what? I've got a red microphone coming. Here's what I got. Let's see. If I can pull it up. Ooh, man, it's shipped. It's out for delivery. When is it supposed to be delivered? Hopefully before Mark comes in. This is what I got coming in right here. So it's got a mic arm, which I've already got 3 of these. So I don't really need the arm, but it'd be nice to have an extra arm. The mic, it's got a one of those little filter things. I'm not sure what they're called. Filter? It might be called a filter. it's got so many things that come with it. It's got all kind of cordage. it's got mounts. It's got fucking things. Here's what it looks like right here. That's what it looks like. Bam. That is coming in, all those pieces. I may keep this mic. I don't know. I've loved this mic. I bought the white mic. I'm not a racist, so don't think I bought the white mic because I don't like black mics. I had a black mic to begin with, but I figured everybody's got black mics. Everybody has black headphones. So when I went out and bought stuff, I said, you know what? I'm going to be different. I want to get a white mic. I want to get white headphones, whatever. That's what I got. But I do have a black mic over here. The mic that's coming in is going to be red. I hope it's going to sound great. I think I'm going to replace this mic with the red one, and then this mic may be the guest, and the black may be for a third person, or like for instance, we're doing on the August 28th. Fleming and I are doing the next Q&A for the mayor race. We're probably going to I'll have my new mic right here. Fleming may have the black mic, and the white mic may go out into the crowd this time. That's what I hope to do. I think I turned it around. I made it work, but the first and the last Q&A session that we do with Fleming there at Studio 117 at Homegrown Brew House, 117 South Main Street. What was I even saying? Oh, I'm trying to burp and I can't. But I know it needs to come. Oh, man. Well, it passed. So, yeah, the last time we were at Studio 117 at Homegrown Brew House, Fleming got up away from the mic, and he did a lot of talking away from the mic. He did a PowerPoint presentation up on the wall. He brought a screen, drop-down screen. He did that and was away from the mic, and then all the questions that came from the audience, nobody had a mic. So we had this mic, we had the black mic up on the stage. It caught a little bit of the noise. I used a program, and I can't even remember the name of the program. I think it was called Levelator. Some kind of program that takes all the ambient noise, all the noise within a space, and levelizes it. It makes it all equalizes it. Levelizes it. Oh, I'm just being silly now. Yeah, because it equalizes the noise. And it worked out pretty well, actually. I think it turned out well. When I first listened back to that episode on Audacity, I couldn't hear any of the audience members' questions. And when I plugged it into this program, and it normalized it, levelized it, equalized it, it was I was impressed. This program is good, and I may use it again, but hopefully on the next episode that we do from Studio 117, what I plan on doing is using my new mic. If it works and if it sounds great, that'll be my new mic. We'll get the guest the black mic or the white mic, doesn't matter. Maybe I'll ask them what preference they have. They're the same mics, really. One's just black and one's white. And then what I want to do is post another one in the audience, like right in the middle of the crowd there, to capture that sound. And maybe things will be a little bit better next time. That is the plan. This mouse does not work. I keep trying to mess with it. It works on the Surface Pro, which is down here at my feet. Does not work on the MacBook Pro. All right, so I showed you the new mic. That'll be in maybe before Mark's episode coming up on Wednesday, released on Friday. Let's see. Where did my notes go? Here we go. Next podcast. Oh, yeah. So I left Homegrown last night. I worked. I didn't go on Thursday. I told you I had too much shit going on Thursday, so I did not go in. I worked Friday and I worked Saturday. I left work yesterday. I went down to Applebee's, which is right down the street from me. Decided to go there to get something to eat. I got a Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp combo. They cooked that up on a skillet, kind of like the fajita skillet. Chicken and shrimp, and then there was also some onions and some mushrooms, no peppers, a bunch of butter, fat, whatever, and some roasted red potatoes. And it was pretty good. The chicken was probably overcooked, it's chicken breast, so that is not too hard. It's pretty easy, really, to overcook and make it a little tough. And that's what it was. But overall, it was pretty good. And the taps were out last night for whatever reason. I think she said that the cooler that they put all the kegs into, there was something wrong with the door, and the door was ajar, and the cooler was not cooling down like it should. So the temperature of the beers, the draft beers, was not very good, and everything was pouring very heady, a lot of carbonation on it. She recommended not drinking any of the draft beers, so I did not. I had, oh man, I mean, it depends on who you are, really, but they had a horrible beer selection. It was all InBev type stuff: Budweiser, Bud Light, Miller Lite, Ultra, Corona, whatever. I didn't like any of the beer selections. The only thing that I did like, they had a Stella or Artois. And then she told me Modelo. And I said, you know what? Let me get a Modelo. Probably the best tasting beer in the cooler with all the stuff that she gave me. Yingling was another one in there. So I got a Modelo, a few of them, to go along with my chicken and shrimp, Bourbon Street mix, whatever. And it was good. Had 3 of them. Group of guys came in. I was sitting at the front of the bar, kind of right down the middle. Big screen TV right in front of me. Other TVs flanking the sides. These guys came in and sat down next to me, to the right of me. 4 of them. And I had my headphone in. I was listening to some podcasts, some music, whatever. Listening to stuff, just kind of decompressing after work, and just kind of being with my own thoughts and being by myself. After 7 hours of interacting with the public and people and whatever, I like to go just kind of hang out. This. I used to do it at Kickin' Chicken, but they've changed their hours, so I've started going to Applebee's on the way home, which is good. It's even closer than what Kickin' Chicken was. I don't like the beer selection as much, or the food options as much, but it's still good. It's fine. So what was I saying? So these guys sat down. They were trying to ask me what I was drinking, but I had my headphone in, and I just kind of tuned people out. And probably a little annoying to some people, but I just tune people out. And I get in, I dive into my own world and just kind of escape for a little while. So that's what I was doing. These guys kept asking me, "Hey, what are you drinking? What are you drinking over there? What are you drinking over there?" And I didn't hear them. And finally, the bartender came up to me, Megan, and said, "Hey, these guys are asking what you're drinking and if they can buy you a drink." And I said, "Yeah, hell yeah, they can buy me a drink." I'd already cashed out. I already had the bill over, but they wanted to buy me another round of Modelo. So, yeah. I said, yes, thank you. And when the beer came, she gave it to me, poured it in the glass. I said, hey, cheers, guys. And very nice of those gentlemen. I appreciated it very much. And when I left, I gave them, a little kung fu bow recognition, and it was fantastic. So I appreciated that. And with that, we talked last episode about karma and about things going bad south. Had about 7 things that just went in the wrong direction for me. And that was a thing in the positive direction, in the other direction. So, loved it. Guys at the bar buying me a drink. We talked last time about this podcast and about if I was going to keep on doing it and why I keep doing it. And one of the things I said as to why I keep doing it is to, inject positivity out there and to try and help people, educate people, to help them to all those things, really. But if I can impact just at least one life during this episode, during any of these episodes, during this podcast, that is really all I'm doing it for. Really. There's been a lot of different reasons that I've done this podcast. And, when I started it with Caleb back, over a year ago, there was some different reasons that we started this podcast. One was we wanted to share the conversations that we were having with other people. 2 is we wanted to make some money. We wanted this to be a lucrative venture, make some money, have some fortune and fame, whatever. And that has become the least of my aspirations for the show. Oh, my stomach is rumbling like crazy. It's not happy with me. I'm gonna get into that in a second. Yeah. Now I just want to help people. I want to help whoever is listening. I want them to find some sort of positive out of every episode that we do. And I might talk about some negative stuff, but I normally try and talk about positivity and positive things that are happening. But sometimes there'll be some negative things that we're going to talk about and we're going to touch on. But I'm always going to try and spin it into something positive, because I don't care what situation you have going on, you can always spin it into a positive. There is nothing that dire, that grave, that there is nothing that is going to go on in your life that you cannot spin into a positive. Nothing. I don't care what it is. Your pet dies, your mom dies, your dad dies, your uncle dies, you get hit by a car, you hit a car, you get stung by a bee, you get poison ivy, whatever. There is nothing that you cannot spin into some sort of positive situation, some sort of learning scenario, some sort of education. Anything that happens to you, or anything you go through, anything that life throws at you, you can spin it however you want it. I mean, you can make it into a negative if that's what you want to do, but anything can be spun into a lesson learned and something positive and something that can help you in the future. So that's all I'm saying. And if I can help one person on this show, then fuck, my life is good. Because that is really all I want to do at this point. I'm almost 47 years old. It's going to happen here in a few weeks. I feel like I have some life experience. I've been through a lot. I've been in the military for 21 plus years. I've done multiple events, endurance-wise, as far as marathons, ultramarathons, triathlons, Spartan races, 5Ks, 10Ks, whatever the case may be. I've done a lot of stuff with my body, martial arts. I've been in different locations. I've been in different cities, states, all around the country. I've been overseas. I've been, out of the United States. I've been in South America. I've been in Canada. I've been in Asia. I've been in all around the world. I've seen and done a lot of things, and I want to share my experiences. I want to share my knowledge. I just want to be a light for somebody in their life. That's the only reason I do this podcast. I don't do it for money. I don't make any money. I don't want to, really. I mean, would it be nice? Sure. It'd be nice. A couple dollars here and there. Sure. I can deal with that. But I really do this thing I do it for me. I've said that before. It's therapeutic. And I do it for you guys. Reach out to me. craftconversationspod@gmail.com. Any of the platforms, Spotify, Podfame, Google Play, Apple, iTunes Podcast, whatever you want to call it, YouTube. You can ask me questions. You can hit me up on my personal Facebook page at Brian Dales Sr. I don't care. Ask me stuff. I'm here to help. That's what I'm saying. So, all right. That's enough of that. What was my next topic here? I've eaten a couple salads here lately. I've pretty much been carnivore. I've been keto for a long time. I kind of dumped off the wagon for a little bit and got back into some bad eating habits, but I'm trying to get back to keto. I've pretty much been carnivore for the most part, besides a few carbs here and there. Vegetables and fruits, I don't eat any fruits, zero. Vegetables are occasional. I might have a pepper on a cheesesteak, or I might have a mushroom in a soup, or I might have a tomato in a soup as well. I don't know. I don't eat hardly any vegetables, but lately, twice this week, I've decided, you know what? Let me throw a salad into the mix and see if that makes me feel any different, any better. And let's throw it in and just do an experiment. 2 times this week, I've had a salad, and it has made me feel like crap. So I think I'm going to keep eliminating vegetables. Excuse me. I think the fiber is what is messing me up. And people say you need fiber. Oh, you got to eat your fiber. Oh, you need to get your Metamucil. If you're not going to get vegetables and fruits and fiber supplements, then you need to be doing Metamucil to get your fiber and blah, blah, blah. And that's the only thing that's going to clean you out. And that's how you're going to go to the bathroom and blah, blah, blah. And dude, I've been carnivore for over a year now. Very little vegetables, no fruits, no fiber supplements. I've had no problem going to the fucking bathroom. So, this is me. This is my body, my chemistry, my biological makeup. I haven't needed any fucking fiber whatsoever. I've gone to the doctor. I've got my biomarkers checked. I've done blood work, and I'm not deficient in anything, vitamin or mineral wise. I was maybe a tad bit deficient in vitamin D, and there was one other thing, and I can't remember what it was, but Everything else was fine. I didn't need anything, and I had no problem going to the bathroom. So this week, 2 times I've eaten a salad, and it has made me feel like total dog shit. So I think I think that's one thing I found is when I eliminated vegetables and fiber, I feel better. And when I added that back in, my body did not like it. Both times I have felt like total dog shit, felt like I was going to throw up, felt super bloated, even a little constipated. So, what fiber does is it helps, yeah, it definitely runs through you, but, a lot of studies will show that it's actually abrasive to your digestive system, to your GI tract. And it also kind of binds everything together. So now you've got, and it's not in everybody. Everybody is different. Everybody's made up different. Everybody needs a little bit different diet. Not all people, 7 billion people in the world need to be on the same exact way of eating or diet. Everybody is, has grown up and has developed and has been born and has genetics in different areas of the world. And all those have a different dietary intake. Well, for me, as an Irishman and Scandinavian and a little bit of African, a little bit of Western Europe, whatever, I can get away with more of a meat diet, not so many vegetables and fruits, maybe seasonal, whatever. But anyway, the fiber actually binds you up to an extent. That fiber combines and kind of pulls everything together and makes your stools a little thicker and, more together. And sometimes that's going to constipate you. People are saying it's supposed to be clearing you out with a fiber-rich diet. Well, that is not always the case. This episode is weird, really. I don't even know what I'm going to call this episode. We're 27 minutes in, 28 minutes, and I can't even tell you what I've talked about. But anyway, I've had 2 salads this week, and it made me feel like shit. I'm done with salads. I tried to introduce, vegetables back into my diet, and there's people out there that are vegans, and that's all they eat is vegetables. I just really don't think, again, man, everybody is different. So maybe some people respond to that, and their bodies like vegetables. I don't know anywhere in the history of man, women, humans, beings, where we had a vegetarian diet. I think we have always been meat eaters for the majority of our history. So I don't know where veganism came in. The funny thing is, you can be a vegan and people will still throw fish in there. They throw shrimp or whatever. Mostly fish is what I'm talking about. But they don't want to eat meat. So what is the difference between eating a cow and eating a fish? I know one's warm-blooded, one is cold-blooded, but why is one okay and one is not okay? Why is eating a fish, which is still an animal, why is that okay? But you kill a cow and all of a sudden you're some kind of villain. I don't know. I'm getting out of here, guys. I'm rambling about stupid shit. We're 30 minutes in. That's about the normal time for a solo show. I've got Mark from 40 Mile Detour coming in on Wednesday, and his episode is going to be on Friday. Looking forward to that. But right now, I'm getting off of this mic. I have a new mic coming in. Hopefully, it's in by the time Mark comes in, because I want to test it out. And I hope you enjoyed the shirt, the t-shirt, and I'll talk to you soon, guys. Later.